Okay, so I'm gonna upload this video because I looked all over YouTube to get like a good answer, because I currently sold a four-wheel drive Ram and I was looking for any reasonable answers on if I would be fine plowing in a two-wheel rear-wheel drive dually truck. So I got a Chevy 3500 LBZ Duramax. It's got a 12-foot steel bed, as you can see, with the V-Box Snow X salt spreader back there. And I looked all over YouTube to see if I could, or if people have plowed with two-wheel drive trucks, and the answers were so crazy. Some of them said, yeah, no problem. Some of them said, hell no, you're never gonna be able to, da 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 da. But I sold the truck. Winter came quicker than I had hoped. I owned a dually cabin chassis truck, flatbed, for another summer company work that we do. So I put a plow on it and I put a salter on it, and I said I'm gonna give it a try. And let me tell you that this truck, in just rear wheel drive dually, it's got Falcon Wild Peak all season tires on it, plows just as good as my four-wheel drive Cummins 2500 crew cab short box did. The only time I can ever tell a difference is when the salt spreader is empty, but I have put no extra weight in the bed to accommodate that. If I put probably 500 pounds of sandbags along, somewhere on the bed of the truck, it would probably never notice it, because when the salter is even a quarter of the way full, you can't tell. It's not till the salter is completely empty that I will get a little bit of tire spin, but it's not like trying to plow in a, let's say, a Cummins 2500 single rear wheel in two-wheel drive. Because I mean, Chevys have, anti-slip. It's got a true posi rear end. Both tires are spinning at all times. The Cummins had a limited slip, so you got one tire and it sent power to the tire that it thought was getting traction. So it was always trying to put more power to one side, and the truck would be going sideways. But when I got in this thing and started plowing, boy, you can't even tell in four-wheel drive. We just plowed 6 inches of icy, slippery, and it's like, it's almost, I'm kind of actually a little blown away on how good it's doing. Like, I would never be worried to plow again in a dually that doesn't have four-wheel drive. That's the reason I never put a plow on this truck. I have another Ford F350 gasser dually, another cabin chassis, but it has a service bed on it. It's not a flatbed. It's got a fiberglass service bed on it that next year I'll probably put a plow on that for a backup. It just does so good, This truck has a long wheelbase, which might help. It's the 84-inch cabbed axle. It's a cabin chassis truck, so it's long. The wheelbase is a little longer than a four-door long bed. But anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to post this in case if someone come along, the question of if they will be able to plow good. I mean plow good, not just get by. Like, you could plow with anything making it work, but not efficient and not quickly. But that's the answer I was looking for, is would I be able to plow efficiently and decently and quickly without spinning out, tire spinning, and having to put chains on the tires, and having to load the bed with 3,000 pounds just to get traction. No. With this truck, I'm going to be honest, I'm just telling you my experience with the truck I have, which is a Chevy 3500 diesel. It's got a 12-foot steel flatbed on it. It's got 1.5 yards Snow X stainless steel salt spreader. So it's not even a huge spreader, it's just a 1.5 yarder. I'm about to get out of the truck, so I'll show you the truck. And it does absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for. So that's it, you know. And I've already been through quite a few icy road days where we were just out spreading salt. And I mean, there was no one on the road except for me and a couple other trucks because the roads were so icy, and this truck handled it perfect. It could be because of the weight. It's a dually. It's got a steel flatbed. It's a 3500. It's got the cabin chassis trucks have thicker frames, wider frames, bigger rear ends. So it could be all due to help of that, but I wouldn't think that any dually and two-wheel drive with the spreader in the back would struggle. I would say, they all might not do as good as what I'm getting out of this truck, but hey, at least you know now that it is very possible, and I would plow with this truck in any amount of snow so far. I mean, let's not get carried away, but I don't know. I just can't even tell the difference. I have never once thought since using this truck that, wow, I wish I could flip it into four-wheel drive. Like, I just never felt the need to. And we've plowed snow, we've salted, we've been on icy roads, we've plowed icy, slushy snow, we've plowed powdery snow. And I mean, yeah, granted, we try to plow nothing, we don't let it get over 6-7 inches, because we'll hit it again if a storm carries on for more than that. So we'll go out, hit it once, come back, clean it up, hit it again if need be. We're not going to wait till granted, we don't ever get 1 foot of snow, 2 feet of snow in one storm, very rarely, so that doesn't really happen. But if it did, I don't think this thing would have a problem plowing 1 foot of snow. Once you got the first pass out of the way, you're good to go. I mean, even on the first pass, it don't struggle at all. It has had no problem. So that's it. Short video. Chevy 3500 dually rear-wheel drive cabin chassis truck with the salt spreader and a V-plow has been no issue, if not better. And I will say that, better than my four-wheel drive Cummins 2500 with the same plow, same spreader. This truck has probably done better in straight plows. Granted, I haven't done a ton of turning while plowing yet. We make pretty straight passes. We're not plowing subdivision streets where we're turning all the time. I have turned while plowing and it did not slide, didn't have a problem, but that's when four-wheel drive will help, because the tires are spinning up front, helping you turn sharper and without sliding. So that's it. Hope you guys get some good info from this and take it how you want, but you could definitely plow in a Chevy cabin chassis, single or rear-wheel drive, no four-wheel drive truck. So good luck.